I'm sharing with you a donor scenario of a donor who said yes. And this is how the scenario went. We're going to share with you a scenario about John. John has been a donor at CARE for 20 plus years and started giving between $5,000 to $10,000 annually in the last decade. He is very passionate about CARE because his father was a CARE package recipient in 1945 and benefited from the food and essentials that helped him and his family survive a difficult time. He has consistently attended and hosted events for CARE. CARE's 75th anniversary was coming up, and the plan was to ask him for $75,000 in honor of the 75th anniversary. So Nashmeen set up a 1 hour in-person meeting. She always starts the first 20 minutes of these meetings catching up personally, talking about family. And at this point, they already caught up. Nashmeen already shared updates about the organization. And she also asked him to feature his story in the magazine. And he agreed. And Nashmeen bought our pledge form and began to ask. And this is how the ask scenario went. And I'll be John, and Nashmeen will be herself, the major gift officer.
John, Rose, oh my goodness, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you all these years. It's hard for me to believe I've known you 4 or 5 years already. So thank you always for letting me come sit here at your wonderful dining table and taste all your delicious teas that you brew for me. It's truly been an honor. So I'd love to talk to you today about a possible investment opportunity. We've talked about the crisis campaign response, which has been CARE's largest humanitarian response in our 75-year history, and you've been so supportive. No one knows the CARE story better than you, John. And so we're wondering today that in honor of CARE's 75th anniversary, would you and Rose perhaps consider making an investment of $75,000 with us? And truly, it can be broken up, how you like, 1, 2, or 3 years. We ask that you fulfill the pledge, before 3 years. And we'd love to include you in our Circle 75 membership circle, honoring all our donors who are giving $75,000 in honor of CARE's 75th anniversary.
Nashmeen, I think I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna get back to you, but I think we can do that. It's been an honor to give to CARE because my dad and family survived because of CARE. So it's really special to me. So yes, I'll let you know. I'll talk to Rose about it and I'll let you know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. And I did bring along the pledge form with me, and I'll leave it with you. It kind of helps you, decide how you want to break up the payment if you decide to make this pledge and commitment. And I'd be so happy. We'd be so honored to include you in our Circle 75 membership. So thank you, John. Thank you, Rose.
And I've seen. So these were the 3 reasons why John said yes. He has shown deep engagement in the organization by consistently attending events, giving annually, and incrementally increasing his giving. 2, his motivation was clear. He wanted to give back as a beneficiary of the organization. And 3, Nashmeen had prepared a customized solicitation plan and provided very intentional stewardship year after year. And she's been stewarding this relationship for 6 years. And so that this was really the right time to ask for an increase in the gift. And Nashmeen, I'm going to pass it to you if you want to share a couple of takeaways for this particular donor.
I think one of the things I realized was we didn't have very good record keeping of kind of his history, who this person was. So until I met him, a few years ago, I had no idea the background that his dad had survived because they received care packages. So I don't think there was good notation on his account to kind of indicate what a special person he is to CARE. Because I do think had I known, we could have kind of speeded up the process, and perhaps this ask could have come even 2 years ago. And then at the 75th anniversary, I could have asked him for a larger, like 100K, a 6-figure plus gift, for example, So I think we're 2 or 3 steps years behind where we could have been, because like some of our discovery with him was later than we wanted it to be. So just shows to say really important how important note taking is, documentation, because each donor in the course of their lifetime will face many different fundraisers, and it's really you're only successful when you have that knowledge and information at your hand tips. I think the third takeaway I got is this is such an inspiring story. We need to use it to inspire other donors, right? So how can we feature him in a magazine? How can we had him write a story actually, and then can we turn this into a letter and inspire other people? He also told us that he is going to leave care in his will. Can we have him write a letter to other donors and inspire them to say, I want to leave care in our will because you did this? I would say those are the three takeaways, Billy.
Thank you so much, Nasheen. Has been so helpful.